Alrighty, you've made it to the final stretch, Gnasty Gnorc. I want to congratulate you for getting this far. And you got one more level to go, and it's arguably one of the easier ones. So, the first thing you want to do when you fly in is turn down right and start facing this thief here. And we can actually snag him early, like so. And this one's pretty easy to do. All you really want to think about, if you look at the edge of this texture here, there's kind of this metallic looking texture at the end, right? With all these dots and stuff. When you charge towards it, you want to just make sure you jump before the texture. So you're going to charge towards it, full hop, flame charge as soon as you're at your full distance with the jump. Charge, full hop, flame charge. And again, do not cross that metallic edge. If you do, he'll start running like this, right? You see that I jumped when I was on the metallic looking edge and he just started going away? You don't want to do that. So make sure when you jump, you're a little before it, full hop, flame charge. So let me show you what that looks in from flying real quick. Full hop, flame charge, just like that. Once you've gotten the first thief, you're gonna head towards the second door, and that leads us to fast second thief. This one's a little bit harder than the first, but it's not much harder. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna go up to the key, and you can actually hit X as soon as you start unlocking the door to skip it. So you can do it really fast like that. And what you want to think about for this one is if you walk along the right side or charge along the right side of this door, you'll notice the thief actually runs the opposite way, right? If you kind of charge towards him like that, he's going to go the direction you'd expect. But if you're facing the right part of this hallway, he goes towards you, right? And so you can probably already see where this is going. We want to charge along the right side of this edge up until he starts moving, and then immediately turn in flame like that. So I'll do that one more time. Just like that. Charge along the edge, turn in flame. Alright, so I'll show you what it looks like from the door real quick. If you do it late, it's gonna look like this, where he's gonna run past you, right? And you're not gonna hit him with the flame. If you're not far enough against the right side of the hallway, like this, you're gonna try to turn and he's not gonna run towards you, right? Those are the two main mistakes I see people make. Even if you do it pretty early like that, as long as you're along the right side of the door, it's pretty hard to do it too early. Even there, I missed the flame and I still bonked into him, right? So don't try to do it as early as possible, but definitely err on the side of being early than on the side of being late. So we'll do what we've done so far from flying. Turn around, big full hop, flame charge. Go towards the right side of this door, turn and flame him. One more time. Turn around from the fly-in. Big full hop flame charge before the middle. Go to the right side of this door. Flame charge to your left. And now we got both keys, and we're ready to do the chase. The chase itself is pretty simple. We're gonna unlock this door and immediately start climbing these stairs. And right here, instead of following Gnasty down this whole intended path, you can actually just charging jump glide over here and make it over here, and that saves a little bit of time because we're able to get in front of him. So I'll show you what that looks like. Immediately charging jump glide when you get to that corner. And now as you can see, we're in front of Gnasty, and he's gonna start catching up really quickly, right? And the goal here on this chase is to stay in front of him as long as you can. And this takes time. This definitely was hard for me at first, because essentially the way this works is Gnasty Gnorc is programmed to speed up when you're really close to him, right? He's trying to catch up to you. So by kind of keeping him in this in-between state, where he's barely not in front of you, he's actually going faster, and that makes us both get to the destination we want to get faster, right? But I do want to bring up, if he does get in front of you like this, you can do a little corner cut over here to get back in front of him like this. Right? See how I kind of skipped that little ledge there and it got me back in front of him? I'll show you that one more time. So boom, he accidentally got in front of me, right? So now I go over here, do a little corner cut, and boom, I'm back to being right in front of him. One thing to keep in mind about this though, is you don't want to do that when you're already in front of him, because you actually can get too far ahead of him. Let me show you what I mean. If I do the corner cut now, I'm so far ahead of him now that he thinks I'm behind him. He's no longer speeding up anymore. And what you'll notice is if I get to this platform I actually have to wait for him to get over here because he didn't speed up anymore, and that loses a good amount of time. So if you are in front of him by the point that you can do that corner cut, just don't do it. Stay in front of him like this, and this is the fastest thing you can do to keep him at this perfect distance where he's just behind you like that, right? But if he gets in front of you beforehand, that's when you want to do the corner cut. So in here, he's in front of me, do the corner cut like that, just like that, and he's barely trying to catch up again. All right, and now coming up to this, you can go about this a few ways. If he gets in front of you again past the corner cut, all you're gonna do is wait for him to get onto the platform and flame charge jump once you get to him. You don't technically have to do the jump, but it does make it a lot easier in my opinion, especially when he's in front of you, to make sure you don't accidentally miss him. So just like that, flame charge, aim the flame up with a jump. Or if you were in front of him like this, when you get to this platform, you can go what's known as early hit like this. As you can see, I flamed Gnasty a little bit before he got on the platform. And that's just a tiny time save you can do when you're in front of him, but don't get too risky with it because you can flame early, kind of like that, right? And then lose your run. So make sure you learn where that position is if you're gonna go for it. It's like barely before this platform here, like right about there. That's a little bit on the later side, but honestly, I'd rather take it safe like that than accidentally do it too early. But I'm gonna try to push it a little more to show you. That's a pretty good pushed example of it. You can push it a bit more, but that's honestly what I aim for most of the time in runs. So one more time, wait for him, boom, right before the platform, and we get pushed. Now we have the actual final stretch of the run, the lava room. This is just simple platforming. All we're gonna do is do charging jump glides along our way the whole time here. Charging jump glide, charging jump charge here, charging jump glide, jump charge here, charging jump glide, and we're gonna climb these stairs, and then we end the run with our final hit on Gnasty, which I'm not gonna do yet because I don't want it to take me to the credits. If you are struggling with the platforms here and you find yourself dying, you can just take it safe and do big full hops like this. It's a little bit slower, of course, but if you're new, there are quite a few runners who take these platforms really safe, making sure you get big jumps out of them, which isn't too big of a deal, but I'd highly recommend trying to push your movement in this room here. It teaches you a lot about how to charge onto ledges nicely, just by doing charging jump glides pretty much everywhere here. So charging jump, jump charge, charging jump glide, jump charge up here, onto the stairs, and we end the run with the flame on Gnasty Gnorc. And congratulations, you have learned Vortex. I'm excited to see you do runs, and I wish you luck.